Do you feel like no matter how much you achieve, you still feel a deep sadness within? Do accomplishments like raises and promotions leave you feeling empty when you hope that they would finally make you happy? Or does it feel like there's an invisible weight holding you back from truly thriving? If that's how you feel, you might be carrying something from your past that's silently running the show behind the scenes. Perhaps you got abandoned, betrayed, or bullied when you were young, and it's not your fault. But if left unresolved, this childhood trauma will overshadow everything you do or don't do in your everyday life. I'm here to tell you that you're not alone. In fact, millions of people have achieved milestones in their lives and seem to have it all. But deep down inside, they still feel sad or empty. Chasing achievements, going after the next big thing, adding on more distractions, only to end up with frustration and burnout. Do you relate to any of this? Are you distracting yourself with material things and relationships? Or are you numbing yourself with substances and alcohol, hoping your emotional pain would just magically disappear? Sweeping the pain under the rug will never solve the real problem. We need to look at what's really stopping you and getting in the way of your true joy, love, and fulfillment without all those distractions. What if I told you that there was an easy way that you could completely heal your past trauma in just 8 weeks? Without years of talk therapy, vividly reliving all the details, or doing it all alone and getting completely overwhelmed by the whole thing. I will help you turn those past wounds into wisdom and confidence so you can finally experience a life of joy and fulfillment with a thriving career and healthy relationships at the same time, even if you've been carrying this around for years. I've been where you are. I used to bury my feelings and pretend everything was fine. I had the money, the house, and the cars, but I was still repeating the same destructive behaviors and having toxic relationships, one after the other. While under the surface, my sadness and suffering grew louder and more painful until my big wake-up call. I had to finally stop running from myself and confront all the uncomfortable feelings. And that's when everything turned around for me. I know the path to freedom, and I want to share it with you. This is about you claiming the life you deserve. Let's unlock those chains together and set your spirit free. I'll help you heal your trauma, rewrite negative beliefs, and break free from destructive patterns once and for all, as you show up as your best self in all areas of your life. I know, breaking free may seem too hard or even impossible, and that's why I've created a system that will allow you to get rid of your childhood trauma for good. With this system, everything works. Without it, nothing works. That means everything you've been feeling, all the anxiety, all the resentment, or all the feelings of not being good enough is not your fault. You just didn't have a system, but now you will. So before we get into how it works, let's quickly talk about what not to do. There are 3 huge mistakes that you're probably making, and they're destroying any chance you have of overcoming the past. The first mistake is trying to muscle through the pain all by yourself. I know, you think you should be able to power through this all alone, but all those unresolved emotions build up pressure inside until you get overwhelmed with anxiety, depression, and burnout. I'll guide you through a better way. The second mistake is getting trapped in the past and thinking about it over and over and over. Now, you might think that talking about the pain is just part of the healing, but constantly dwelling in the past keeps you stuck in the feelings instead of moving forward. I'll share a technique to finally break that cycle. And the third mistake is looking for quick fixes like substances, distractions, and retail therapy. I know you think these things will help you cope, but they're just a band-aid, not a cure. What you need to do instead is to use an approach that helps you feel your feelings, rewrite your story, and start nurturing your mind, body, and spirit without having to unpack every detail of the past. In our private sessions together, we'll gently, yet powerfully, dig down to the roots of your pain so we can pull them out. Together, we'll work through releasing any guilt, grief, or shame lingering from your past. Your childhood may have shaped you, but it's not your identity. I'll show you exactly how to reframe any self-judgment into self-grace. I'll also provide effective techniques to transform any negative thoughts into uplifting, empowering ones. Soon your mindset will shift in a positive direction automatically, and you'll become the confident, joyful person you're born to be. With my system, you'll go from feeling stuck in childhood trauma and everything that comes with that to feeling healed, empowered, and ready to create an amazing future in as little as 8 weeks. That's only 2 months. Do you see how powerful this is? I'm providing the bridge for you to get to the other side of your pain and suffering, where your new life awaits. This is your first step towards your happy life. You deserve it. I've set aside some time in the next few days to speak to you personally. We'll get on a Zoom call where you can tell me everything you're struggling with. And on this call, we'll come up with a game plan for you to completely overcome anxiety, depression, and limiting beliefs, and design the life you really want faster than you ever thought possible. My goal is to show you the exact next steps you need to take to get rid of your trauma once and for all, and start feeling hopeful, empowered, and aligned with your true self. When you click the link below, it'll take you to a page where you can make an appointment at the time that works best for you, and that's it. Super easy. In just a few short weeks from now, you could be starting each day with a smile, feeling authentic joy and peace throughout your day, and feel real intimacy in your relationships with a knowing that you are worthy and enough. I'm Arash Majlesi, and I'll talk